He's been on the show several times since then. Please welcome, he's going to do some music for us tonight, Ted Leo, everyone.
Hello.
Theodore Ted Leo.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Scott?
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I kind of invited myself, so I feel a little bad. I thank you for having me.
No, I was so excited. Yes, you did invite yourself, yes. I was so excited, though, when you did, because, you know, I'm a huge fan, and fan is short for fanatic.
It is, yeah. Like the Philly fanatic, but with an F.
That's true. Do you get a lot of people saying they stan you?
I don't think I've ever had that happen
me either.
to my face. Yeah.
After a certain age, it would be humiliating if anyone did.
I think so. You also, I feel like to be stanned by somebody, you have to be in a position to, I feel like when you have to just
someone's
be some
phone is going off.
controversy.
Is it my good friend Spam Risk? Is he calling everyone here tonight?
Doesn't have to be some controversy that would prompt people to say, I stan this person. You know what I mean? Like there has to be...
I do know what you mean, and no.
Okay. Well, I'm free of either of those things, standing.
Of controversy as well?
I think so. I think I'm pretty uncontroversial.
You haven't been canceled, Ted?
I have not yet.
It's the best. You have to be canceled. You have been, gosh, I feel like you've been making music professionally for now over 20 years. Was your first album in 2001 or before then?
Well, under my own name, but I've been in bands since the late 80s.
Late 80s?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It was an incredible time. It was an incredible time.
You and I like kind of the same types of music. You were playing Driver 8, I heard.
It was I got it thrown at me playing an REM song. That was just what came into my head.
From someone backstage, yeah. You do great covers as well as your own side. But Ted, you haven't put out a record in now 5 years.
Almost, yeah.
The Hanged Man was your last record.
That's right, it was.
And why is that? Like, if I were you, I would be like, oh, I'm going to put out like a classic album every 1 year.
I tried to do that for a while. Yeah. There's only so much air in the room these days, you know, and I have to pick my moment to breathe.
Right. So you meaning there's only so often that people can focus on Ted.
Everybody's in a band these days.
That's true. Records. Everyone here is in a band, right?
Everyone here is in a band.
They're in one band.
Yeah, that's right.
All 500 people here are in one band.
Yeah. No, and you know, there's other things. Touring takes up a lot more energy now than it used to, and I don't write on the road like I used to, and I'm a little. I didn't
mean to make you defensive about the fact that you haven't done it. Here's how I thought this was going to go.
Okay.
Hey Ted, you haven't put out a record in 5 years. Well, I have something to announce. I'm putting out a great one in 2022.
Well, what I've tried to do recently is just do like little EPs, like little bite-sized EPs that I could put out, and then I did like 2 of them in a row. I was trying to do one a month, and then I haven't done one in 4 months. So.
So you're lazy, is what you're
trying to
say.
A little bit, yeah.
The laziest musician.
That's right. That's what they call me.
Well, it's such a pleasure to have you. You're going to be doing songs here, and are these are your own songs tonight? Or are they?
They are my own songs, unless you have some.
No.
Specific
I love
requests.
But are they recent songs? Are they from throughout your career, or?
Well, the 3 that I have in mind are recent enough that one of them has not been released.
Whoa.
One of them has been released recently.
Whoa. Okay, that's less exciting. Sorry.
And one of them was released before that.
Okay. So 3 different songs, all released on 3 different days?
Right. Yes.
This is incredible. Well, Ted, you're going to be here. You're going to be playing songs in between the guests. Ted Leo, everyone. It's so exciting to have him.
Thank
you. Well, we have an even more exciting guest, if you can imagine, right now.
Yeah.
I mentioned a teenager is here. We've talked to him one time on the show previously.
Really?
He's a teenager. He is the grandson of someone famous. Please welcome to the show, Kevin Attenborough.
The podcast guest, having been introduced, has trepidation. Although he has guested on the podcast before, it wasn't in a live setting. Gripped by fear, he hesitates before eventually taking the plunge and walking on stage. The lights so bright, he finds himself gripped with fear.
You're still scared. You were scared backstage, and now you came out on stage, and you're still scared.
The podcast host offers no consolation, merely underlines the situation.
I'm sorry, do you want a hug? What can I do to help you with your fear of the lights? You're scared of the lights?
The guest is somewhat reassured by the host's tone. The lights become a little less bright. The guest grows more accustomed and finds himself in a state of uneasy ease.
I'll take that.
A bargain is struck. The show may proceed.
Thank you very much, Kevin. It's great to have you back. Welcome back to the show.
Finding himself being warmly embraced, in word if not in deed, puts the guest in a state of relaxation. Now he is on familiar ground.
Great. Okay. I don't know how I could do this in deed, but I'm glad I did it in word. And relaxation isn't exactly what we're going for when you're on stage. Necessarily, a little bit.
Tension rises as the guest senses he has put a foot wrong. This new world is strange to him. How can he hope to survive when the rules are constantly changing?
Okay, well, why don't we just move on to actually interviewing you? Kevin,
The moment having passed, the guest finds himself more receptive, hoping that some measure of companionable coexistence can be achieved.
I think we found it. I think we're both equally uneasy about what's happening right now. I'm sorry, every time you take a sharp inhalation of breath, I assume you're about to start narrating again.
The host senses a weakness in the guest. Something about his breathing pattern causes the host to feel he may strike at any moment.
I don't mean to strike at you. I don't want this to be an antagonistic interview.
But the host merely has the colorings of a predator, but is in fact harmless.
You calling me some sort of beta cuck?
Yes.
The one time you don't narrate? All right, Kevin, look. So you're a teenager. You're a teenage boy.
The guest's youth is apparent. He has not long been on this earth.
You've been on this earth for, as I recall, somewhere around 14 trips around that great big glowing ball in the sky, aka the sun.
Correct.
And you are well, let's get this out of the way. If anyone doesn't know who Kevin Attenborough is, you are the grandson of a very famous person.
My grandfather.
But he's not famous for being a grandfather necessarily.
He is to me.
But he is he's a professional narrator. David Attenborough, correct?
Realizing the lineage of the guest, the host correctly identifies the leader of the family.
Wonderful. And your uncle is that dude who played John Hammond in Jurassic Park.
The host probes deeper and discovers more information about the clan.
And he's the guy who he would say those.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
That's maybe his most well-known phrase, but he has another one which is even better.
Hold on to your butts.
I think that was Sam Jackson. I'm looking for...
Dino DNA.
Thank you. So that's who Kevin Attenborough is.
The guest sees a weakness. Cognitive problems with the host.
Stumble one time?
Perhaps before the night is through, a new alpha will be crowned.
I'd like to see you fucking try.
The host attempts to make himself appear larger than he actually is. But the guest is not fooled by such tricks.
So, Kevin, the last time we talked to you, you'd come to the Earwolf Studios. You started narrating an episode. You wanted to be a professional narrator as well.
No.
Oh, am I misremembering everything?
Yes.
Why did you? I remember you drove there. And
the guest recalls his history. He wanted to be a professional skateboarder.
Right. And you were influenced by a certain television program? Never mind. But you wanted to be a skateboarder. Have you pursued those dreams at this point? Have you gone after this? Can you do an ollie?
At this point, the guest must concede. His dreams have been shattered.
Shattered?
Along with his legs.
Oh no! You've broken your legs?
The legs have been broken several times in all of the places.
Every single bone in your legs?
Not a single place in the bone legs has left unbroken.
This is terrible news, Kevin. I mean, I now that you remind me, I remember you wanted to be a skateboarder so bad.
The guest has lost 1 foot in height, as some of the bones were never put back together properly.
Oh, you got to get the doctor that will put him back in the right order.
Some of the pieces having been ground to dust.
No.
And just sitting there in the foot. The feet, however, remain intact.
Oh, good. There's so many bones in the feet. You don't want to break those. But this is...
The guest's foot bones number in the hundreds.
As do we all. Did you break your bones doing what you love, skateboarding?
The guest, having recently learned to ride a skateboard, thought it would be cool to put on some dark glasses and close his eyes. Unfortunately, a steamroller had other plans.
That is so unlucky to be skateboarding down the sidewalk or the street, I guess, when a steamroller happens to pass by.
Not seeing where he was headed, the guest veered off the sidewalk and, jumping the curb, left the skateboard, sliding feet first, under the steamroller's mighty cylinder. And yet, his feet remain intact, as previously mentioned.
Did you slide perpendicular to it and the feet were on
Sliding in a perpendicular fashion. Only the guest's legs were crushed before the steamroller operator said, "Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm running over a kid."
So he would have been okay if it had been an adult?
The steamroller driver's motivations, thoughts, and fears remain his own.
Well, this is a terrible story, Kevin. And you had just learned how to skateboard. Like when? Earlier?
It had only been 1/2 hour before the guest suffered this tragedy.
So when you came on the show and said you wanted to be a professional skateboarder, you had no idea how to do it at that point.
The guest saw his first skateboard in real life seconds before trying to ride the skateboard for the very first time.
So did you see a skateboard and say, "Oh, I want to learn how to ride that," or did you see someone skateboarding and you were like, "I want to be able to do what that person is doing"?
Simultaneously, the guest saw a skateboard and someone riding it and said, "I'd like to learn to do that."
Wow.
But it would be years before his dream was realized.
And then only for approximately 30 minutes.
And then only for approximately 30 minutes.
This is a horrible, horrible story.
Tragedy.
So you went to the hospital, I would imagine. Did the steamroller guy pick you up and try to take you? And how those don't go very fast.
The steamroller operator, having no core strength, could not lift the shattered boy. An Uber was called.
He didn't have any core strength.
Unfortunately, it was an Uber pool.
Oh no! How many stops?
8 stops were attempted before eventually arriving at the hospital.
Oh, terrible.
Tragedy.
So you came out here on stage. How have you are a foot shorter, obviously, and you weren't a tall boy to begin with.
Just a small child in every respect. The guest could not afford to lose that foot while retaining both of his feet.
How are you able to, were they able to reconstruct it slightly, or have you been in physical
Upon
therapy?
arrival at the hospital, the doctors informed the guest they could do only so much for him. They reconstructed 80% of his leg bones. The rest were filled with helium.
Okay.
The lighter than air gas enables the guest to do a simulacrum of human walking.
So you're floating and you're just moving your legs like back and forth?
The weight of the extant foot bones acts as ballast to keep the guest on the ground while still reaching for the stars.
Wow. Ted, incredible.
It seems like that the helium situation might disqualify you from any future skateboarding competition.
A new figure has arrived on the scene.
Apparently he's very interested in the qualifications for skateboarding.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to be a
championships.
professional, there are certain standards you have to abide by if you're going to be in professional competition.
This one seems able to use tools and has fashioned a sort of club from a hunk of wood.
No, this is a guitar, actually. It's a musical
I know.
It is. He's partially right. I mean, it is a club.
Was that just a slam?
The guest doesn't make slab.
Well, this is a horrible story for you. I mean, the good thing is... Tragedy, of course. The good thing is you're still young. You have your whole life in front of you, assuming you don't die young.
The doctors informed the guest he would stop growing.
And that sentence, unexpectedly. So this is
And
his...
that he would never ride a skateboard again.
But I guess what I'm saying is... They're very upset about this. They're on your side. I like that about them.
Tragedy.
What I'm saying is you know, you're still young. You have all the time in the world to find something else that you love. Just
The prognosis was 2 years at best.
that you're going to die in 2 years?
Realizing his time on Earth is limited, the guest weeps.
So when he said you're going to stop growing, he meant like older?
Unclear at first. The doctor is asked to clarify. The news is not what one had hoped for. The guest will not live to see his 16th birthday.
So you'll never get a driver's license?
The guest can drive in America.
Oh, that's right.
Any British person can drive a car in America, no matter what their age.
Because you're doing it backwards. It's just different rules.
Yes.
This is terrible. I guess then you're never going to be able to buy cigarettes.
The guest reminds the host he is British and has been smoking since age 5.
So you've lived a good life then.
No regrets.
This is awful. I don't have a lot of sick children on the show.
But a few. Go.
Why did we both think of that?
Luckily, no one got it. 2 old men making references no one understands.
That's a shame that no one knows who Joey Buttafuoco is anymore. It's terrible when you think about it. Like his name should live on. Ted, you know Joey Buttafuoco.
Of course, Joe. Yeah, of course. Long Island.
Yeah, how many? Yeah, Long Island. How many of your songs are written about him?
3. From the ones from the late 80s.
Yes.
He was in the news a lot at a certain point in time.
Hard not to write a song about him after a certain point.
Yeah. Mary Jo. His wife was Mary Jo.
Mary Jo, yeah, Mary Jo Buttafuoco.
Mary Jo and Joe.
Yeah.
That's one of the songs. Mary Jo and Joe.
Thought to be the only famous Mary Jo, Mary Jo Kopechne arrives on the scene. An even older reference.
Who is that?
Understood by even fewer people.
I don't think I even know what that. Who is that?
It was the Ted Kennedy.
Ted Kennedy reference? Oh, okay.
Should I have been the second guest?
Of course, people love you. So what are you going to do for these 2 years? You got to jam-pack everything you've heard of a bucket list, obviously.
Gazing skyward, the guest has a new ambition.
Okay, up in the sky.
Hot air ballooning.
Hot air ballooning. Like Jackie Chan and Steve Coogan in Around the World in 50 Days. A movie
The host-
everyone knows.
The host will find it was 80 days.
I don't have time for that. Do it in 50. You sold me a ticket.
Perhaps the host was afraid the running time was 80 days.
I don't have time to spend 3 months watching a movie. That's 3 months, right? I don't know. So hot air ballooning. This is. I mean, that's fun. You know. Or you're not afraid of heights,
Hot
are
air
you?
ballooning to
Dude.
space.
I thought you were doing the Eds. No, Green Acres is what I was thinking. Hot air ballooning. Doot.
Taking a hot air balloon to the inky blackness of outer space.
To outer space. Wow.
Rising higher and higher as the balloon finds itself being superheated, taking itself to the stars and beyond.
Beyond the stars. Wow.
To explore a new galaxy where planets have yet to be narrated.
Well, if anyone can do it, Kevin, you can do it. You.
Also having sex with an alien. Both of them enjoying a bowl of Reese's Pieces in their post-coital glow. Watching alien television, a show similar to The Love Boat, but with aliens.
So you'd have like old aliens
A
that.
small, tasteful wedding, followed by a family of sorts. A human-alien hybrid who will one day rule the universe.
Rule the. You're going to be dead in 2 years.
Grinding all beings beneath its heel, making the entire known creation its plaything.
Well,
Before eventually being overthrown by a united universe. At last, all creatures are in harmony against their common foe, my fucking son.
Kevin Attenborough, everyone. Woo! I mean, I wish you less luck with that last part of it than with the hot air ballooning part. That sounds fun.
It's your funeral.
Ted, are you...
Tonight.
Tonight?
What?
Ted, are you ready to play a song for
Sure.
the good people here of
Yeah.
Providence, Rhode Island?
Absolutely.
And now, is this the one that has not been released, the one that was recently released, or the one that was released before that?
This song was
Or is it about Joey Buttafuoco?
This song was released to one person because this person paid me some money they gave me some details about their life, and I wrote this song for them, and I sent it to them, and I never heard back from them. So,
Okay.
so I'm reclaiming my song.
Okay. Well, I hope they're all right.
I'm fine.
This
As
reminds
Charles Manson stole Helter Skelter from the Beatles.
Yes.
As Bono
Stole it
Stole
back.
it
stole it
back.
back.
Ted Leo.
Thank you.
Mary Jo.
His name was Joe, and her name was Mary Jo.
Am I wrong about that?
I know. I think
it
you're
was
right,
Mary
but that's
Joe and Mary Joe. Yeah.
yeah. Weird family.
But not that weird from,
Yeah,
I
by
grew up
today's
down there.
standards?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, by today's standards.
The Bobbits. What about them? Another weird family.
John, Lorena. A knife, a penis, a moving car. History.
I would love to see a documentary about the Bobbits narrated by you, Kevin. You know so much about him, too, for a 14-year-old boy.
Turning to the world of pornography after his penis was reattached, John Bobbitt sought a new kind of fame.
Well, it's time to get to our next guest. What do you think about that? You don't care?
Fine.
You were mentioning the Love Boat.
Yes.
Well, our next guest works on a cruise ship.
Parallels are striking. A shiver goes down my spine.
Well, let's welcome her to the stage. We've never talked to her before. Please welcome to the stage Chippy Dipps.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally overwhelmed. Wow, this is my first day on land in 20 years, and I'm only here for 45 minutes, but I'm absolutely just like loving being on land again. Woo!
Wow.
It's so different. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's like harder.
It's what?
Harder?
Sure, it's harder. Like the ground is harder.
Yeah, than water.
Anyway. Oh man, I'm just still getting my sea legs. You probably saw me coming out. I was all, whoa. I'm getting my land legs is what I mean. I've had my sea legs that whole time.
Yeah.
20 years.
20 years. So since 2002.
Yep. Since
in the shadow of 9/11.
That's right. That would, I would be lying if I didn't say that had some influence over me. It was actually right after 9/11, and it was only a few months later, and I took a cruise with my husband at the time.
To celebrate.
Who's still my husband. And my son, my newborn son. And I just thought, you know what, I'm going to stay. I said, you guys go back to land.
You sent them back to land.
I said, you guys go back to land. I'm just going to stay. I love it here. I fit in. It's just a natural fit for me. I'm going to stay. And I have worked there for 20 years. They don't let you off. So I have been on there for 20 years until now.
They don't let you, what do you mean they don't let you off?
They don't let you off. They don't let you off. So
you can't just say it twice.
No, they don't let you off. So but today is my 20-year anniversary, obviously. So I got 45 minutes on land, and I thought I'm gonna come here. I want to talk to people. I did all the usual land stuff. I went to Target, to the parking lot.
Just the parking lot?
I just went to the parking lot. Sort of sat near a car. What else did I do? I had a steak, Pittsburgh style.
What's Pittsburgh style?
Pittsburgh style is completely charred on the outside, blue on the inside. But it's such an adjustment because the moment I'm walking down the street, I'm looking at, I see a car, I'm like, is that a boat? See a tree, I'm like, algae, See a dog, I'm like, is that a fish? No! Stupid Chippy. Chippy, what are you doing? What you thinking?
But, we have fish here on land, too. Like, if you saw a fish, would you think that was a dog?
Oh, come on now. You're messing with me. I know you have fish. I know you have salmon. I know you have all the freshwater fish. I'm just saying.
So you have you checked in with your husband and your newborn baby?
Well, I check in with them on the ship. It costs about $95 for 1 minute of internet, and I'll log on, and I'll just write something on his Facebook page. Like think about you. Right on my son's wall.
Your son would now be 20 years old.
Yeah. So he doesn't have a Facebook. He's got a TikTok, and I sort of comment and I say, think about you. But I love it on the ship. I mean, why would I leave? They have omelets, They have teppanyaki. You know, you got to watch them make the food. And with the omelet, you get to watch them make the omelet too, you know?
Yeah, that's standard cruise ship. You watch them make everything, pretty much.
They got, you know, stand-up who hates women. You know, it's heaven. I love it. I wouldn't change anything for the world, you know? And I'm sort of an entertainer as well on the ship. Are you scared of me now?
Startling, your movements. So quick.
Well, my hand's going to be going like this a lot tonight. It's going to be going like this.
We won't reciprocate. Don't worry.
Yeah, good. But yeah, no, I run all the games and stuff on the ship. So we have.
So what games are like shuffleboard? Is that what?
So we do fun little games where I go on stage and I'm like, we're going to do scavenger hunt. Everybody in the audience, if y'all were on the audience of the ship, I'd be like, pair up with your family, you know, whoever you're here with. We're about to do a little scavenger hunt. First person who comes on stage with the key card, you know, I'm going to give you some points, right? But it descends into total chaos. I'm like, come on up here with your mom's bra. Come on up here with your sister's underwear. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's fun, family fun. But you know, obviously that depends on what kind of themed cruise we've got, you know, going on.
Oh, the cruises have themes.
Oh yeah.
Really? Like what? Like
well, you know, first off, we've got the morgue.
The morgue, like the place where they keep bodies, or?
Well, so this one's so fun. So sometimes, you know, old people who are gonna die. Let's be real about it.
I mean, everyone is.
Yeah, but old people who, you know, maybe they're going to go to hospice care or whatever. We're like, no, come on the ship, die on the ship. And we take them up to Antarctica, look at the penguins, and, you know, I just stare into their eyes, and I watch them go.
That's part of your job?
It's honestly heaven, you know, watching their tiny little beady eyes just fade into gray. Heaven. But we've got lots of other ones. We've got, you know, aminal cruises.
Aminal?
All sorts of aminal cruises. You know, kitty cat cruise, doggy cruise. We got a rat in the hat cruise.
What'd you say? Rat in the
hat cruise?
Rat in the hat.
Rat in the hat cruise. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Rat in the hat cruise. It's when we have little tiny rats everywhere wearing little hats. So you have a little tiny rat in the hat, you know, making your omelet in the morning. Little tiny rat in the hat, you know, making up your little bed. Making a little towel sculpture. And a little rat in the hat singing Frank Sinatra for you at night. It's heaven. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well, you have a gorgeous voice.
Well, I sing on the cruise. I do. Every night karaoke.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Probably the Star Spangled Banner.
It's a great one. It's in the public domain too.
One. And you know, I have other
Sir Francis Scott Key.
Who?
That's the guy who, on the first screen where it goes, the Star Spangled Banner, and then it says, written by Sir Francis Scott Key.
So we got other cruises. Cruises for people, you know, who sigh too much. You know, so the whole time...
So that's to collect them all in one place, to get them away from everyone who doesn't like them sighing so much?
So people who sigh too much, they don't really realize it, but they're walking around all day going... And everyone in their family's like, Jesus fucking Christ, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm gonna book them a cruise.
Enough of them in one place.
Yes.
Could propel an ancient sailing boat.
Wow, I didn't realize that you were gonna keep going.
No one ever does.
And so yeah, their family books them the cruise. They don't realize they're going. They blindfold them, they shove them in a car. They take them to the cruise. They put them on there.
Push them in the car.
Throw them in the car.
Sure. No, I mean, either is terrible.
It's normal. We got cruises for people who cut their own bangs.
A full cruise just for, and so on the cruise, are they cutting their own bangs or
No, they cut their own bangs at home. They're like, I need time for it to grow out. They book the cruise, they go, everyone's got bad bangs. You know,
no judgment.
No judgment. It's a judgment-free zone. It's beautiful. We've got celebrity cruises too, obviously.
Oh, really? What celebrities?
We have Jim and Pam, Pam and Jim. We have celebrities from The Office like Pam and Jim. Jim and Pam. Pam and Jim. Jim and Pam.
Sounds fun. Always looking into the camera, I bet.
Oh, all mugging.
Yep.
Just-
Oh, you know the terms.
What? Is that a comment on being a cruise ship person? That I wouldn't know that term, mugging?
Sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
Uncomfortably, the host stammers and tries to buy time.
It was more that you're a woman. These are technical terms that...
You know what? I love that. You fit right on the cruise. It's heaven on there. Just people like, hey, you need to shut up. And I'm like, you're right, I should shut up. They're like, Miss, can you please pick this up? I'm like, oh, it'd be my honor. I love picking shit up for you. Some guy telling me to smile at 9 a.m. But obviously, you know, I don't know if you remember, but we met on one of the cruises.
Oh, no, I don't remember.
Yeah,
Where
it
did
was
we
a
meet?
hentai cruise. And you came up to me, I remember, and you were like, where's the movie theater? And do we have to have pants?
Yeah, I sort of remember that, yeah.
I remember it.
Images of tentacles and breasts swirl in the host's mind.
You loved it. You had the best time. I remember. Oh.
So is that why you're here
You were
tonight?
like, do I really have to go? I was like, you do? I'm so sorry. You're like, it's already been a week. Yeah, it has. I'm sorry, Scott.
Is that why you're here tonight?
No. No. Although we do have so many memories, I'm sure we'll come back to that. But no, I mean, I was really stricken when I realized there's so much misconceptions about the cruises and lots of rumors flying around. And I just so appreciate you letting me put that little box out there for anybody in the audience who has questions about cruises. And y'all
Did you get some responses?
Y'all really gave them to me.
Okay,
oh, yeah.
good. Yeah, you all entered your questions about cruises, right?
Right,
Those of you who
so-
saw the box out there.
Yeah, it was that
great.
big,
So you got some
huge
good
box.
ones. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was too big, I thought.
Okay. I bet a guy say that to me too. Too big of a box. What, you don't like that? You didn't like that one. You still think about hentai. You're like, oh, hentai. All right. So this first question, are you worried about coronavirus?
Great question. I mean, it still hasn't gone away. It's, the peaks, the valleys.
Well, I'm sitting here like, y'all really still think that's a thing? Y'all really think that's real? Like, y'all know doctors love attention. And so they make up diseases like this. And when they do, then everybody's, I'm so worried. I'll tell you, I went to my doctor recently. He told me I had the worst yeast infection on planet Earth.
That's how he characterized it on the planet Earth.
He said, have you been wearing your bathing suit too long? I said, absolutely. And, I looked at him and I said, tell me something. Did your mama not hug you when you were a kid? Is this why you need all this attention? Your mama didn't hug you? Stupid little doctor. Anyway, next question.
I'm sure I would
What
have.
was the question?
Are you worried? Yeah. Not sure I would have made the first question turn you into a villain, but
I'm not a villain. People like me, right? I'm not the one who likes hentai. Okay, are there laxatives in drinks?
in drinks? Oh, meaning are laxatives? What?
Yeah, are there laxatives in drinks? This is I know, we always get questions like this. Y'all, no. We're not putting laxatives in the drinks. We're putting them in the food. That's all. It's true. That's a fact. That is a fact. Goes easy on the plumbing. Nobody believes me. It's true. Is it true that you're not allowed to have tea on board?
Tea?
Tea.
Like hot tea or iced tea?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Is that true? Why? I don't know why that would be true.
That is true. No tea.
Why?
Absolutely no tea. That's just one of them.
These are all based on premises that I'm unfamiliar with.
What do you mean? These are basic cruise ship questions. Everybody, all these people are like, please ask us another one. Ask another one of my questions. Is it true that you throw people overboard? Well, I'm sure you've asked that question before.
No, I mean, no. I would assume that no one throws people overboard. Is that? I mean.
Okay. Everybody gets thrown over at some point. At some point in their work career on the ship, first and foremost. I've lost many of my cruise ship husbands to this.
What are cruise ship husbands?
Cruise ship husbands are the husbands that you have on the ship while your other husband lives on land. Because you're on there for 20 years. It's a 20-year contract. So I lost, obviously there's the codes. They yell the codes on the big speakerphone, so they'll say like code alpha. Yeah, the big speakerphone. And they'll say things like code alpha, it's like that's a fire. Code bravo, I think that's a fire too. And then they'll say, code creamer.
Kramer?
Creamer.
Like versus Kramer?
Like Kramer from Seinfeld. And that's when we know, somebody's watched too much Seinfeld. And we dump them overboard.
So,
why don't you get this?
So if someone suspects that one of the people who work on the cruise ship has watched too much Seinfeld, a code Kramer is called, and it's the responsibility of the crew to dump him overboard.
And we dump him overboard. You know how we sleep, by the way? We all live in bunk beds, by the way, when we sleep. So we sleep in this way that's like, if my legs are like this, my legs become like a little neck pillow over your neck. And so my head rests in your crotch, like that. And we form a little chain. So if somebody's watching too much Seinfeld in the chain, we know. And someone's going to rat you out. So there's Code Gilmore Girl. Someone watched too much Gilmore Girl.
Does anyone ever survive being thrown over?
Oh, no. They're dead. Code T. Somebody's drinking tea.
How much is too much Seinfeld?
Too much Seinfeld is when you know the reference, like when George's wallet's too big. If you know that, you're watching too much.
But you know that.
Oh no!
Hey, it's our catchphrase.
Oh no! No, I'm good. I'm on land, so I can talk
you can
Seinfeld.
know that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that the first thing you did was watch a bunch of Seinfeld episodes?
Yes, I did. While I was in the Target parking lot.
Near a car.
Near a car.
Yeah.
Another question, probably, right?
Sure, yeah.
Is it true that there's a little rat in a hat driving the ship? Yes, that's true. We'll go to another one. Do y'all have any questions for me? Any cruise ship questions?
Oh, cruise ship questions.
Well, you had other questions.
I mean, I'm still reeling about your husband and your son, but...
They're fine. They live on land. What do you mean?
But, yeah, I mean, how do you know which way you're going?
Which direction on the ship?
Yeah, does it, like, you know how the pointy part of the boat...
Yeah.
That's usually like, hey, we're going this way.
Right.
Like it's almost an arrow pointing towards where you're going. Does it ever just go backwards?
That's such a stupid question. Yeah, it goes backwards. It backs up and makes a beep, beep, beep noise. Yeah, I don't know. You were on there. You were on the ship for your anti-cruise.
I was very confused the entire time whether we were going backwards or forwards.
That's because you were in your little movie theater. Totally disoriented.
A question lingers.
Yes.
Unspoken in the air. The Bermuda Triangle. Has a cruise ship ever successfully navigated its accursed depths?
No. I don't think so. But we have, there has been spooky stuff that's happened on the ship. First of all, mermen are real.
Just mermen, really?
Just mermen. No merwomen.
No mermaids, really?
No merwomen. That's such a dated term, mermaid.
Sorry. I feel like we were talking about mermaids last time we were here in Providence.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
I wasn't there.
Yeah. But, and what do the mermen do? I mean, and how, the thing is they're all fish down below. Why is their gender assigned to either of them anyway? Is it the titties?
Wow. Where to begin with that? First of all, the way that mermen, their tails work is it starts mid-thigh.
Oh.
Everybody thinks, it goes all the way up to their belly button. No. It starts low.
So they have like a thigh gap?
They have an actual thigh gap, which slows them down. They're all so slow. And then usually their member will hang in between the legs. Huge dicks. Some of the biggest I've seen. Green.
Green. So why are they green if it's not starting the scales and everything?
It's just a fun little thing.
Oh. Cool.
It's just a fun little thing.
Yeah. You have other questions at the audience?
Is it true that the rats took over the ship and now you work for the rats? Y'all. Yes, it's true. I work for them. I do. And I do have to get back. But I will say for the rest of the show.
Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, so when did the rats take over? When you were there?
So it was one of those rat in the hat cruise ships weeks. And everyone just thought, oh, the rats are so cute. No one realized they were mobilizing. They were making big plans. And all of a sudden, they're captain of the ship. And I'm taking orders. And they're scary, They'll rip you to shreds. They'll rip you to shreds.
I'm so sorry. So you're kidnapped, essentially. Why did they even let you off? This is what I'm wondering.
Just to make it seem normal.
It seems very normal.
Everyone gets their time. Yeah, no, it's very normal. But I love working for the rats. Like, yes, it is a Stockholm syndrome type situation, but I love it. I love it, Kevin. Y'all should come. Y'all need to come. Oh, woo. Listen to that. Did you
What a
hear
response.
That?
Yeah.
Y'all want to come on the ship? Okay, finally. Yeah, so y'all need to come with me. We are going to leave soon. We're all going to get you tickets, and we're going to get you on that ship.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chippy.
Chippy Dipps.
Chippy Dipps.
Chippy Dipps, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Chippy Dipps. You can stick around, though.
I'll stick around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we
walk
have
all the people over.
This is Ted Leo. He's a musician.
Oh, hi.
Hi. How are you?
So good.
Oh, thanks. I being a musician, I am curious what kind of music happens on the ship. I don't know if you still want to talk about any of that. But.
So it's basically just Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra on repeat.
That's it, right?
Just over and over.
Nobody does Under the Sea or like for the kids?
No,
or,
just Frank Sinatra, that one song, loop-de-loop.
Fly Me to the Moon, the song about flying.
Fly me to the moon.
You have a beautiful voice. It's played so many times for 20 years, you don't know the second lyric.
Let me play among the stars.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
In other phrases, who are you? In other pieces, why you do?
That's right, yeah.
Never realizes, like,
Well
first he starts off like, fly me to the moon, and you're like, all right, Frank, I'll fly you to the moon. And then he's like, let me see what life is like on Jupiter. It's like, dude, I said I was taking you to the moon.
And he wants to go back to Mars?
Jeez.
He did request to play among the stars.
True. Much like how what you want to do. Isn't that right, Kevin?
Yes.
What?
Nothing. All right, so Ted, are you ready to play your second song?
I think so, yeah.
All right, here we go. Ted Leo, everyone. Okay. Ted Leo.
There's a lot of chords in that song.
Was that song about the famous chef, Ratatouille?
Yes.
Another rat.
Get it?
Yes.
I did that for you.
Wow, you really set me up, and I didn't have anything.
I work for them too, so.
You work for the rats in the hats?
The rats in the hats and their little vests.
Wait, you haven't mentioned the vests.
They wear little vests. Oh, yeah. Little vests, little shoes,
Little shoes as well?
bracelets. So many bracelets. Why do they have that many bracelets on?
Vests and the hats and the full sleeve of tats.
Oh, yeah, they've got tattoos, too.
What?
It's crazy. They're hardcore.
I do not like these rats on ships. I do not like them, Chippy Dipps.
Wow. So good.
So good.
So good.
So nice. Are you guys ready to get to our next guests? Yeah. This is incredible, the CEO of a major company. He's the CEO of PepsiCo. Please welcome to the stage Frank Wonderbread, everyone.
Hello, my name's Frank Wonderbread, and I'm the CEO of Pepsi.
Sure.
That is right. That is right.
How you
Scott,
doing?
how are you?
Hey, it's great to meet you.
We met on the hentai cruise. Shook my hand really hard at the meet and greet. I was like, this guy's gonna be doing a lot of jerking off.
Yeah, he was shaking everybody's hand,
He was
I remember.
shaking hands left and right, I remember. How are you,
If
Scott?
only
Good to
he'd
see you.
had 8 arms.
Nice to see you again, Scott. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's nice to see you. You're the CEO of PepsiCo.
That's right. Pepsi Corporation.
Oh, is that what Corp stands for?
That's right.
Wow.
A lot of people think it stands for dead body, but that's not it.
Corp being short for corpse.
Yeah. You don't normally shorten a word by like just the last little syllable there.
Not even a syllable. It's just
It's not even.
I noticed you came out drinking a Coke.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really drink Pepsi. It tastes like piss. And there's a lot, I'll be honest, there's some piss in there.
There's piss in it? What?
If you saw the way we were making Pepsi, you wouldn't drink it either, Scott.
Wait, I mean, what's going on down at that factory?
We got a big vat. And
I mean, that doesn't sound so bad.
you'd think so, you know.
It was such a long pause after VAT. Like,
I thought everyone was gonna be like, "Oh no." Yeah, it's the big vat, classic factory stuff.
like the one the Joker fell into.
Yeah, only there was not paint or whatever chemicals in there. There was just Pepsi AC, black food coloring, water,
Pepsi
a little bit of piss. Yeah.
That's what Pepsi is made out of, is Pepsi AC.
You guys don't know this? I thought you might have known this. By the way, I live in the great city of Providence, Rhode Island.
Wow.
Now, don't ask me any specifics about it, because I don't really know any. Because I live in a big mansion.
Oh, okay. So you
right.
make a lot of money. I mean, CEO of Pepsi, that's a giant job.
It's a huge job. I might be the first large business owner you've ever had on the show.
Yeah. A lot of small business owners.
I'm a large business owner. I'm also the CEO of Pepsi Corporation.
I mean, you don't own it because...
Well, I got 51% stake in it.
Really?
That's right.
Incredible. Okay.
The shareholders answer to me, Scott.
Okay. So what got you interested in Pepsi?
So I had no interest in being a businessman in any way. But Pepsi was having a CEO for the Day contest where if you drank a Pepsi and you swallow a nail, they didn't advertise it, but when I came to them and I said, I swallowed a nail, they said, do you want to be CEO for a day? And I was like, yeah. And then the actual CEO went missing, Scott.
So this was a ceremonial title.
Yes. They gave me big scissors. They wanted me to cut a bunch of ribbons.
How many? Usually it's just one.
6 or 7. It was a long day because the scissors were dull. So I won the title, and they said, look, our CEO went missing. He went climbing in the Alps, and he never came back.
Were you a young boy? Is that...
No.
Oh, okay.
I was, I don't know, 9, 10.
Oh, so you were an adult boy.
Yeah, I was totally adult boy. Lost my virginity.
Lost your virginity?
Hell yeah. I'm from Providence. We fuck out here at 7. I know that local reference. Oh, shit. Hold on, Scott. I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
I gotta take this. I'm a big CEO.
Okay, yeah, no. We'll pause the show for...
Hello? Yeah. It's my Viagra guy. No, it's not working on me. What do you mean it's psychological? I got no problem beating off. And as a matter of fact, I'm really good at it. No, but when I get a consenting female, it shrivels up like the woman at the end of The Wizard of Oz.
The woman?
He's asking that too. The witch at the... The witch at the end of the... You haven't seen The Wizard of Oz? Okay, go to your office, watch The Wizard of Oz.
Office? Go home.
He watches movies in his office.
Okay.
Watch The Wizard of Oz and then get to the part where the witch shrivels up. You'll see how my penis shrivels up. And then give me a call back. All right, make it so. All right.
Make it so. You're stealing Captain Picard's catchphrase?
No, I think it's actually Captain Janeway's from Voyager, but... I'm looking at... No, I'm wrong?
You...
All right, maybe it's Picard.
You know enough specifics about Star Wars to know Captain Janeway's name.
Well, it's Star Trek, Scott.
The host
did I say
doesn't
word?
realize he's made a crucial blunder.
I guess
Now-
everyone in Providence is really into Star
Now it is the third guest's chance to attack.
Scott, it's Star Trek, you dumb motherfucker.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm more of a Doctor Who guy.
You are. Who's your favorite doctor?
Probably the 9th or the 10th.
My favorite doctor's my Viagra guy. Now, Scott, I'm here because I want people to be better at business. I want people to be better at running businesses, Scott.
Why? Wouldn't that be competition for you?
No.
Okay.
There's no competition for Pepsi other than Coke,
Which you're drinking right now.
Cola, other stuff.
Shasta.
They still got Shasta?
I think so. You should know out of anyone.
I gotta be in this. I'm not paying attention to the market that much. I'll tell you the one part of the market I'm paying attention to. Pringles, Scott.
Why?
We don't own Pringles, and let me tell you, it's my white whale.
You want to own
I
Pringles?
love Pringles. They got a little tube.
Yeah. They're all stacked up.
They're all stacked up. By the end, it's just a bunch of crumbs in there.
Technically, you could stack Doritos, couldn't you? But
You'd think that, but the Doritos are all freaking crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Have you seen the 3D Doritos?
I mean, they're all technically 3D, but
That's a good point. You got me. You got me. You got me. Let me tell you the 10 tenets of business, Scott.
10.
10?
Yeah. It's pretty quick. Money, power, respect, and the 7 deadly sins. Of course, there's greed, lust, internet porn, fire hydrants, earth, water, and self-actualization, Scott.
All 10. Wow, you did it.
That's all 10.
That took way quicker than I thought it was.
You thought that was gonna be a thing where I'd be kind of listing it throughout. No, I'm gonna just give it to you right off the bat. I don't have time to waste. I'm a CEO. If you noticed, I brought a mic stand on stage because you gotta work smarter, not harder.
That's right. So you think holding the mic like I'm doing uses a lot of physical energy?
See, me and Ted Leo, you get a mic stand and you just fucking talk into it.
But you're still holding it.
That is true. That is true. Hold on, Scott. I'm getting it.
You get another phone call. Is this your Viagra guy again? I don't know that you can take so many calls.
He's
got to
watch a movie, so I don't think it's gonna be my Viagra guy. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. He's not. Yeah.
Hello? It's the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Right now. You want to have phone sex?
Ghost of Christmas Future.
I'm pretty busy. I'm in the middle of a show. You want to have phone sex right now? Okay. So I'm kissing your neck.
Come on, man. Come on.
Softly. Softly. And I go down from your ear all the way to your ghostly rib bone that's exposed. Now take one of those big chains, tie your wrists to the bed. Imagine it's me tying the wrists. Now just wait there. And when I call you back, you better come. Make it so. Sorry about that, Scott. Sorry, that was the Ghost of Christmas Future. Had to take that.
I noticed that the wire on your head,
Yeah.
it doesn't really go to
mean-
your ear or your mouth.
You mean my Bluetooth wire?
So it's Bluetooth, but you still need the
I
wire.
still wire it. Yeah, I put one wire into the back of my skull like the Matrix. And then I put the other one in my pocket.
Like Avatar.
Like Avatar. Scott, you own a business, do you not?
Well, CBB World is technically a business. Yeah.
How's that going for you?
It's going okay. I mean, I think people like it. It's no Pepsi.
It's no Pepsi.
Yeah, I mean, you guys own so much stuff. You own Taco Bell.
We got Doritos.
Oh, that's right. Is that why you were asking about the 3D Doritos?
I just try to get a little plug in there. Nobody's buying the 3D Doritos.
Why not? It's a bad idea, right?
It's a bad idea. I'll tell you why. Because everyone's like, they say the thing you say. Well, aren't all Doritos 3D?
Well, also, when you buy a bag of them, it's like...
There's like 6 in there.
Yeah,
it's all air. We're trying to sell people air.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I wish we could do it better at it. You know, we got Mountain Dew, of course. Do the Dew.
Of course, do the do.
We've got Sierra Mist.
Do the mist.
We've got 7-Up, but outside the United States.
Look at all that mist. I think
There
your
was some
Mountain
mist.
Dew was coming from the ceiling.
There was
Ghost of
some mist
Christmas
falling
yet to
from the
come.
ceiling.
What was it?
A little drip came from the ceiling.
We've been getting dripped on. I've been getting dripped on the whole trip.
I think when the ghost of Christmas yet to come comes, it's snow.
Yeah, there's a little bit of snow residual from the phone call I took.
Although jokes and laughter abound, this is a cause for concern.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay.
Famous last words.
Shallow breaths shall be the order of the rest of the show.
So, I mean, what were we talking about?
Well, we've been talking about the things that Pepsi owns. You
That's
know,
right,
You
yes.
mentioned Taco Bell.
Yes, sure.
Have you been to the Taco Bell cantina?
We saw one the other day, and
You saw one,
Yes.
and you didn't think, hey, let's just go into the cantina and get in there.
No.
Why not?
It was at Taco Bell still.
When you saw the word cantina, did you find yourself thinking, do 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 do?
Safe light repair,
Safe light replace.
Answer the question. Did you think that?
Yes, I did, of course.
All right, well, you should have went inside. You gonna ask me some questions or what?
What's the most fun thing about being CEO of Pepsi?
The water slides. So to get to the office, you know, obviously I have a water slide from my bedroom that goes directly to my private jet. We taxi around the runway a little bit, and then I take a water slide from there into my office. Jet never takes off, but we burn a lot of fuel. So the water slides are fun. The regular slides are pretty good. And, you know, I get picked up at the airport when I go places. You asked me what the best spot was. Oh, hold on. The money, so much money.
Oh, yeah.
Filthy rich.
I can imagine. I mean, it's so strange that they never thought to replace you. Have they been thinking you've been doing a good job, or?
They have something they're calling Operation Force This Lunatic Out of the Company. But that's never really taken off. You know, I rule with an iron fist.
Do you really?
I do.
Okay. So what do you do? I mean, if you hear any sort of
Any
dissent
grumblings
in the ranks?
Any grumblings, I walk in the room, I fart, I leave.
It's not really an iron fist. It's just that you're an unpleasant guy.
Well, okay, yeah, you're starting to sound like my shareholders. That's right. I go in there, I pass gas, I leave, they start blaming each other, they start fighting. I walk out with a cigarette in my mouth and I say, I'm gonna eat this cigarette. Classic business.
Yeah.
Classic.
How did you get 51%?
Okay, so there was a poker game. And I walked to the poker game with a big knife and said, give me all the chips.
Did they think you were talking about Doritos?
They thought
at
I was
first?
talking about Doritos.
Yeah.
And they said, we can give you 51% share of the company that owns Doritos. But then they gave me, and then I let them keep playing poker.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, you let them keep playing
Yeah, I was like, you know what? You guys finish up the game. It looks like you guys got a lot invested here. This guy bought in like 3 times tonight. So finish up the game.
I don't know that you're really fit to be the CEO of a large company like Pepsi. I mean, I'm sorry.
Hold
but
on, Scott.
I have a great affinity for the Pepsi brand.
You do?
Sure.
Why was there only Coca-Cola backstage?
Oh, this is so embarrassing. I mean, most of the people on the tour we're a Coke tour, you know. We're a Coke family. And that is actually true, strangely enough. There's been a lot of talk about certain airports and why they only serve Pepsi. And
Well, I think it's because Coke is better, especially when you're hungover. It just hits a sweet spot, and I think a lot of people would agree with that.
yeah.
I'm a Coke girl. I'm a Coke girl. Both Cokes.
A lot of people say Pepsi tastes too metallic.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the piss. I got a lot of iron. Oh, shh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on.
Who could this possibly be?
It's my nutritionist speaking of iron. Hello? Yeah? What? I got 36 hours to live? My bird has 36 hours to live.
That was a close one.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, You're holding my bird hostage? Okay. Well, what do you want? You just want me to eat more protein and less chips and soda? And if I don't, then what? Well, tell Mr. Neck Fat I'm gonna miss him.
No.
Make it so.
Oh my.
That was a close call. I thought I was gonna die there. Hold up, get another phone call. Back to back. I should have went right to call waiting there. Hold on.
It's taking a while to answer that thing, huh?
Yeah, I forget my password sometimes.
A lot more going on.
Yeah. Who is it? It's my brick guy.
Brick guy?
Yeah, it's my brick guy.
Okay.
So you tested it. Okay, so no wolf can blow my house down. Okay, but what if it's like a big wolf? What if it's like a dire wolf? Okay, what if it's Scott Wolf? Oh, see, you didn't check. Okay, do me a favor. Find Party of Five, Scott Wolf. Bring him to my Ferrari garage. Get him to blow as hard as he can. And if it holds up, I'll cut the check. You are Scott Wolf. Well, that should be easy. Make it so. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of phone calls.
A lot of phone calls. So Scott Wolf started selling bricks?
He's my brick guy, apparently.
What?
I've never met him. I've only talked to him over the phone.
Yeah. Why is your name Frank Wonderbread?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, of course, my parents were the creators and owners of the Wonderbread bread company.
Were they really? That's incredible.
They were, but they were killed when I was very young.
I'm so sorry.
So O in CEO stands for orphan.
Not sure that's how it. Okay. But
Chief
all right.
Executive Orphan. And a lot of people say, like, oh, because of the Wonderbread money, is that why you were able to buy all these shares in Pepsi? And I say, no. My parents, when they died, they put in their will, they want all the proceeds from the Wonderbread Corporation to be buried with them in the ground. So every fiscal quarter, a guy has to come dig up the grave, put a bunch of fucking money down there. It cost a lot of money, but, so I haven't seen a cent of the Wonderbread money.
Why don't you just go to the grave and dig it all up?
Me and my grave digging guy got into a big argument. Huge argument. Yeah, so my grave digging guy, he was in the front of my house digging my future grave. And
Why so early?
You could never plan. Scott, as a CEO, you got to plan ahead for every eventuality, Scott. So he's outside, he's digging my grave. My Amazon guy shows up. And the Amazon guy's like, where do I drop this off? Where do I drop this off? And my grave digging guy says, you got to get in that slide. And the Amazon guy's like, I'm not getting in the slide. Do you want me to tell the whole story?
Yeah, I do.
So the Amazon guy says, I'm not getting in the slide. And my grave digging guy's like, look, if you don't get in the slide, Mr. Wonderbread's gonna be very upset. And then the Amazon guy says, he goes, what's at the end of the slide? And then my grave digging guy says, he goes, well, I can't tell you exactly what it is, but it's wet and dry. And the Amazon guy just walked off. And I said, when I found out about this, I was pissed. Because I didn't get my Viagra from Amazon. And I tell my grave digging guy, if someone comes to my house with a delivery and you don't fucking get them to go down my slide, I swear to God. Then he slapped me in the face. And then and then he left. He immediately got into a rowboat. He rowed all the way to Cuba, Havana, Cuba, and he took asylum there. Isn't that crazy?
I don't believe any of this story.
Isn't that crazy?
I followed every single second of that from start to finish. I know exactly what
You want me
happened.
to tell it again?
What did he mean when he said it's wet and dry at the same time?
Scott, I've signed the NDA with myself. So I can't tell you exactly what's the bottom of my slide. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. It's a rib restaurant. They do wet barbecue and dry ribs.
A rib restaurant.
It's a rib restaurant.
Of all the food companies
Yes.
that you don't own, are there any you particularly want?
Well, of course, there's Pringles.
It's number one with
That's
a bullet.
number one with a goddamn bullet. And if I could use a bullet to get it, I would. You know, of course, I love Charleston Chew.
Oh, of course.
If I bought Charleston Chew, I would change it to Providence Chew day one.
Wow, listen to that.
I also like Fifth Avenue bars. We might own those, to be honest. I don't know our entire portfolio.
But what about Chili's?
Well, what about Chili? I mean, look, I love Chili's. I just feel like, what am I gonna get at Chili's? I mean, what would I receive when I walked in there? Like, what do I want from Chili's?
The answer is yours alone.
Well, I guess I would want. Let me see. My slide goes to a rib restaurant. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, I want my baby back.
Chili's baby back ribs.
I want my baby back.
Chili's baby
want my
back
baby
ribs.
Barbecue sauce.
Nope, I'm a TGI Fridays guy. They got whiskey glaze there, which I really like. They got whiskey glaze. They throw it on everything. Whiskey glaze French fries, whiskey glaze
Whiskey, glaze,
water.
Coke,
Yeah.
Cola.
It's pretty good.
Got any more phone calls?
I think I do. I'm getting a phone call. Let's see. I'm not gonna accept that call. I'm not gonna accept that call.
It's a lot of
So they're all
calls.
calling simultaneously?
They're all calling.
So many calls.
This one's important. Hello? It's my lawyer.
Your lawyer. Oh, that sounds
Your
important.
law guy.
Yeah, my law guy. Uh-huh. What are you... You're not coming to my bachelor party?
You're getting married?
I know I'm not getting married, but I'm hopelessly single, so you should come. Okay. Uh-huh. So you think taking 300 strippers, men and women, into low Earth orbit is a bad idea? You're saying it's irresponsible, and I would be legally liable for anything that would happen to them. Okay. Well, will you come to the balloon party afterwards? Okay. I mean, come on.
That's the one you took?
Hold on. There's more. Also, I have several lawsuits against me right now. Okay. When I burn down the hentai cruise. All right. Hey, can you call my Viagra guy, see if he watched Wizard of Oz? Okay, make it so. All right. I'm really glad I took that one.
That was a great one.
That one was really important.
Kevin, did you get excited when he said balloon guy?
The excitement could not be contained.
You did a pretty good job of containing it, though.
Well, Frank, it is Frank, isn't it?
It's Frank. You can call me Mr. Wonderbread.
No.
Okay.
I'm not one of your employees. I don't have to...
All right, you just wait. I will hostily take over CBB World.
No.
That's right.
I don't want to be part of the Pepsi Corporation.
Oh, well, you never. It's about to be Frank Wonderbread hasn't seen. And let me tell you something. I've seen everything. Wizard of Oz. That's about it.
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
All right, Frank Wonderbread, everyone. Ted, what do you say? All that food talk.
Yeah. Timely.
How come people didn't clap when I was talking about food?
They did.
I guess they did.
All right, so are you prepared to play your third song? And
I am.
This is one that came out before the other two?
That's right. And I was going to say descending, but that's reverse chronological.
Reverse chronological order. Okay, so this is a lot like Pulp Fiction, where everything's out of order.
Or was Inception?
No.
Memento.
Memento. Thank you. Yeah.
Tenet?
I didn't see it. Star Trek Discovery.
Herbie Goes Bananas.
Woo-doo, woo-doo. Is the Herbie theme song?
Is that the theme song to Herbie?
Yeah,
How's it
the
go?
whistle.
Wow. That's fun. You should cover that. I like that.
Maybe I'll do that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, are you ready to play your third song?
Yes,
We're all breathless with anticipation. Here we are.
There was a
Ted Leo!
Thank you.
Wow. Asking the musical question, bottled in cork?
Yeah. That's right. Are you asking me a question?
All right, it's time to get to our next guest, Ted, if that's all right with you.
Absolutely.
Wonderful job. He is a financial advisor. Please welcome to the stage Doug Gropes.
Hey guys! Sorry, hey guys, how are you? Hey, nice to see you.
Christ.
Pleasure to meet you, Doug. My name's Doug. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, all you down here. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
But
boy.
you know what? Personalize it and make it real. We got the time for it, so let's shake all your hands. Let's get into this, guys.
Everyone's?
Everybody's hand. And if I can't, hey, you know what this reminds me of? If everybody looks to the person next to them, look over to the person next to you on the left and look at them and go, you're not worth it. Try that. Try that. And now look to the person to your right and say, I don't know, maybe. Try it. Guys, what I'm here to tell you tonight is everybody's worth something. Am I right, Scott? I've done this with you before, and I've tried, and I haven't succeeded every time.
Doug, you seem like a Coke guy, too.
I love Coke. Love Coke. No offense to Pepsi Cola, because I know they treat animals very nicely. But no, Coke is my favorite. The classic. You guys remember New Coke? Who cares? That's not why I'm here tonight. I'm here to tell you, everyone in here can make $1 million in the next 24 hours.
Whoa.
And I guarantee it. I give you the Gropes guarantee. So if you're ready for it, let's grab the Grope rope and go for a ride.
All right, everyone ready to... I mean, you've been on the show before, and
I'm grabbing that rope.
it's never really worked out.
I don't mean to laugh, but who's ready to grab the Grope rope? Yeah, you want it. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how much money you have, right? It doesn't matter if you have a penny, $1, $100. It does not matter. That doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is a little... Do we have time for an experiment?
You just got out here.
I feel like it's early enough for an experiment. Do you have any... Who has $300 or $400 on them?
I don't think anyone has that amount of money.
Okay, I took my savings out today. This is my savings. And listen, don't judge me, but I have my savings right here.
Oh, no.
This is every penny I own. But this is what it means to me to spread my knowledge to all of you. So I'm gonna give this to you guys, and then I'm gonna tell you what to do with it. Let's grab the grope rope, okay?
Okay, that's a lot of $1
That's
bills.
a lot of one. That's a lot of one. Are
This
you
is your
guys ready
savings.
for it? Say, give me that rope. Okay.
Most of it fell into the pit.
No, this is for me. This is for me. This is for me. No, these guys go up to the balcony. These guys go up to the balcony.
How are you gonna get it? You
I
can't.
don't know. There's people over there somewhere.
Okay.
There's a couple. I think I'm stepping on things that are sturdy.
Yeah, please don't pull out those.
Yeah, there was definitely some water dripping there almost minutes ago.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It won't really matter. Now look at what you got. Most of you guys got a $1 bill, right? Is that right?
Maybe like 8 or 9 people right here in the front row. But
Most of you guys got a $1 bill. But somebody out there didn't. Somebody got a fat little $20 bill. And I need to know who that is right now, because I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Who got a 20 out there?
Okay, who is it? Oh yeah.
You got the 20?
Perfect. So you don't have to do anything. But the lesson is, Scott.
That's it?
The lesson is, yeah. I think that's my time, right?
no, hold on.
No, you just got out here.
Okay, I'll go on a little bit longer. Listen. That $1 bill, I challenge you overnight to invest it. And if you do it correctly, the Gropes way, the grope rope way, it's gonna turn into $1 million overnight. How do I know that? I can't guarantee that it's gonna happen, but I do guarantee that it will be at least $1 million. Now you do have a $20 bill in your hand. So what's that mean? What's money mean in today's world, right? Right, Scott?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What is money? Why do we crave it? Why do we want it? Why do we work for it? Why did you pay to come here? This is what I'm saying. So, is money worth any more than, say, a hug? No, I don't think so. Is it more than a pair of pants? I'll trade my pants with you, sir. Let's trade pants. Are you willing right now to come up here and trade pants with me? Let's do it.
You want to trade,
I want to
not
trade
your pants for his money.
No, I want
just
to give
trade
you
pants.
my pants. I'll keep my belt because it's a Gap belt. But I'll give you my pants and you give me your pants. So come on up.
I guess come on up if you want to trade pants with Doug Gropes.
This is an important lesson, you guys, because it's easy to get caught in this world where we value things that don't necessarily mean
Are you
anything.
taking your pants off? Come on, man.
I knew when this guy got on stage, it was
No,
minutes
this is
before his
not.
pants
I
were
have
coming
boxer
off.
briefs on. It's fine. It's fine. But I am going to keep my... Come on up. As long as you have underwear on, go ahead and take your pants off. And we'll trade you. I'll give you these. Yep, no, you're going to keep the 20. Of
He
course
gets
you
to keep the 20.
Of course you keep the 20, because you're giving me what I assume are Old Navy khakis. Let's get those off. And you know what's great about this? Because a lot of people immediately are going like, holy shit, monkeypox. But I want you to trust me that I am vaccinated. Keep everything over here. There you go. Oh, these are sweet. Do you want to keep your belt? I'll take that too. Leave your keys. What size waist are you, my man? I think this is 38. Okay, good luck with these. Actually, you're probably going to be fine with these. It's been a rough pandemic for everyone, man.
Okay.
Amazon Essentials. Okay? Let's do it.
Okay, they're putting on each other's pants now. I don't know how you got an audience member to agree to this, but you got so lucky.
They both fit perfectly, don't they?
Having exchanged trousers,
A little bit of a
the
hug
two
right
men
on top
exchange a warm embrace.
of it. I'm not even gonna put these back on. This feels right. But do you guys, and you're welcome. You go back to your seat and you have fun with those. I think we got a pretty even deal. And I want to tell you something. Let me tell you something. And I don't think I have to say much because I think the lesson is clear.
They fit perfectly. Literally.
Wait, you said the lesson is clear. So step one to making $1 million is throwing your entire life savings into the audience and then switching pants with a guy who caught a $20 bill?
Dude, I'm going home with a pair of Amazon Essentials. You do the math, baby. No, my point is, none of it means anything, my brothers and sisters. None of it means anything. This guy's gonna go home. He's gonna explain to whoever he lives with, his wife, his
Doug
brother.
Gropes is attempting to put on a belt one-handed.
God, and it fits. These actually weirdly fit.
You threw a 20 randomly into the crowd, found the one person willing to switch pants with you, and they fit perfectly.
And they fit. Listen.
You have to play the lottery tonight or something.
So I'll just say at the end of that, any questions about what we just did?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Why? Because nothing means anything?
No, because whatever you have is worth something, is money. Money is something that buys you things. It's all the same. This is the same as $1, is the same as a $20 bill, is the same as, what's your name, sir? It's the same as Mike's Amazon Essentials. It's all the same. And listen, I'm gonna go home and you're thinking, oh, it's a bit. He's not gonna wear these. These will be threadbare in a couple of weeks.
Why?
That's the Doug Gropes promise.
Why?
That's the Doug Gropes promise.
Okay, what is gonna happen to these pants in a couple of weeks?
Threadbare. Right in this area.
Right in the
I'm
crotch.
gonna work these. They are shockingly comfortable. It's gonna be a weird conversation with a lot of people I know on the way home, but that's all right. Anyway, listen, do you get the lesson though? As always, do you get the lesson that Gropes is trying to teach you?
I get it about as often as I get your other lessons. So yeah,
That's fine, that's fine.
You've been on the show many times, and I can't say that we've ever been able to use any of your advice in order to get out ahead.
And I understand that. Sometimes my advice is like a little bit of a time bomb, and you never know when it's going to go off. But somewhere down the road,
There's a
you're gonna-
timer on time bombs.
Yeah. Well, there's a timer on my advice. It's just massive. It's just way down the road, but you're going to love it someday. Hold
Yeah.
on. This I didn't expect to take this long. I'm sorry.
The pants look so good with the shoes. It's crazy how good
They
everything looks.
feel right. No,
You
this-
actually look better.
You do. You do look better.
This worked out for everyone.
That's great. That's great. So, and everybody that has $1 out there, I want you to take that, and I want you to get. Does anybody have a pen or anything out there? A pen or
Pen or anything?
a pen or anything? Keys or a paintbrush? I want you to sign it, and I want you to give it to the person to your left.
So you sign your keys.
You sign.
And
No
then you
one
give them
is
to the
doing
person
it.
on the left.
Guys, this is basic financial advice.
Doug, let me ask you something.
You got it.
I'm filthy rich.
Yeah.
My money is covered in all sorts of excrement. And what if I wanted to, so you're talking about investing $1. I feel like that's going to be hard to get to $1 million. What if I wanted to invest $50,000?
Well, that's a lot of pants.
Wait, why does that go? How does that relate to pants?
Well, no, I'm saying it sort of in that's a lot of material. That's a lot of things, right? Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. How happy are you?
Scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 100.
90.
You're 90. Happy.
Okay, now scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. All right. So what if I could say this? What if I took all your money away?
Okay.
That's it.
You just want all of his money, is that what you're saying?
Well, what would happen? Who would you be? What would you be? What type of pants would you be wearing? Can I look at the label on the inside of your pants?
I'm not switching pants with you, Doug Gropes.
I would like to switch pants with one more person.
No, you got the best pants you
I
could
would
possibly
like to
get.
switch pants with one more person.
You can't, Doug.
You cannot switch pants.
And that's
again.
the attitude that will make you poor for the rest of your life. Oh, I can't switch pants with somebody at a show. It's dirty. I don't know them. What if they shit them 4 hours earlier? I don't know.
You're more likely to have shit your pants 4 hours.
I did, and I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
But you're poor, aren't you?
Very well, I don't like to call it poor. I am on a financial diet. And that's fine, because I know, guess who the most rich people are? The ones that come from being poor. If you're rich, like you,
Yeah.
where are you going to go from here?
Shit, that's a good question. Low Earth orbit, maybe?
Well, yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna maybe go to space.
Maybe, but I can go up. I could, tomorrow, I could have over $400 in my bank account. If I did things right, I could have $400.
How would you get 400? You just gave away like 50.
That's motivation. I gave away $100.
Did you really?
I gave away $81 bills and $120 to Mike, who, by the way, we'll talk after the show. Did those pants fit, by the way?
Like a glove.
It's hard for me to hear.
How much were those pants worth that you gave him?
It's hard for me to hear. But we'll talk. And so, but 80 other people out there have the start to a new life. $1, that's all it takes. I could have given them a penny. I could have given them a nickel. I could have given them each $100,000. It doesn't matter. All you need is something to start with, right? What did you start with? Look at you.
What about me?
You're a handsome man. I assume you're well hung.
Why would you assume that?
I assume the same thing. As soon as I walked out here, it was like big dick energy all over the place.
I assume
No,
that.
I was on the hentai cruise, I know.
Why don't we just for fun, why don't we go down the line and just say, this is the length of my penis when it's hard?
We'll start with you.
Hard?
Yeah. These are your parameters.
Well, I was expecting to come from the end of the line. I'll give you a range because it's embarrassing.
It's a range hard.
Oh, it's a big range.
Okay.
Hard. I'll say it's between a chicken of the sea tuna can and a Capri Sun. Between. What are you?
These are not good ranges.
Why not?
They're both so thick.
It's not the size of the boat. It's the...
I don't know what you want me to say.
It really isn't the size of the boat. So what I've heard, you can be in a dinghy and you can make it through rough waters just as much as if you were in the Titanic.
That's so true. Everything he just said is just so true.
She knows the ocean.
It's right? Yeah. How big your? Well,
You want to talk about my asshole, or?
Yeah.
I'd say my asshole is
How big is your asshole?
anywhere between a quarter and a...
Hard? Is this hard or
This
soft?
is hard. I would say anywhere between a quarter and a coaster.
You know, I would love to hear Mr. Attenborough describe his penis. I feel like that would be a piece of art, you know?
I am a child.
Okay, actually,
We forgot.
That's fair.
All right, that's our show, everybody. Lily Sullivan.